All right, once you've logged into your Linux box, you need to set up the environment to use Synopsys tools. Best way to start is Applications Terminal, or you can right-click on the back and open Terminal. Either one is fine. There we go. So it comes up with a bash shell at first. If you just type in ls, you get a list of all your files. I've been using this account, so I have more files in there than you would. You should have actually just desktop documents and downloads, pretty much. Anyway, so we want to make a repository for your work. So we're going to do make dir mkdir space ee221. Oh, which I can't do because it already exists. So I'm just going to use uppercase. Linux is case sensitive. So I'm going to make dir ee221. And then I'm going to cd change directory ee221, and then list source, and there's nothing there. Now, what I need to do is copy over something called an environmental variable file. And there's a couple of ways to do this. I can invoke a text editor. The text editor is gedit, and this is the name of the file. You can use a different name, but then whenever I reference you doing that later on, it could be confusing. And then this symbol here makes it so that we can continue to use the shell. Right. So now there's a few ways we can do this. Oops. A little laggy. So probably the easiest way is to start Firefox and go to the tutorial, which I'm going through my drive. You'll have the link. Okay, so you can just grab it, copy it, and paste it, and then save it, and then exit out. Now the other way I think is a little more complicated, but you probably learn a little more Unix, is that you just download the file, okay, where you can also grab the code as well. Download it. It says I already have it. So you can and you only need to do this once, so I'm not going, I've already done it. All right. So it goes into the downloads directory. CD brings you back to your home or root directory, right? And then if I CD down, oops, this is like a wildcard. So down, then I don't have to type in the rest of loads. Oops. Where did it go? Let's try the Fire browser. Maybe I'm just can't see what I'm doing today. So downloads, folder is empty. That is interesting. Uh, I thought it said it was already there. No, it was just saying, warning me not to download the file. So you guys could probably see that. Okay, so it's right there. Well, there we go. So, yeah, I made a mistake, but if you're new to Unix or Linux, you're going to make mistakes. And those are some, I didn't mean to do it, but I think it's actually worth keeping there. So I want to move this file, TCAD and CHS, to one directory up, into the 221 directory, and then name it the same thing. And it didn't give me a warning to that it was overwriting it. Now I want to go back. All right, so I can do CD EE221 directly, ls, oops, okay. I'd saved it there before. So the moved it to the other directory. I'm just going to leave it be. So now we want to type a C shell. It's a different kind of command line, different syntax. And then to set up the file, it's just source TCAD and CHS. Oops. Okay, everything's fine. And now we can just start a tool just to see if it worked. SDE is the structure editor, which you can draw whatever you want here. I've found, and there's a tutorial on it, and you draw everything, and then it keeps a track of everything you did. and then you can just cut and paste it into a scripting file for later. But we're going to use pre-done files. So we'll just file, exit, and there you go. Now, the thing to remember is every time you log in, you'll be presented with this, right? You just need to start a little laggy today. Start a terminal. CDE221. In the tutorial, I use the lowercase because I've got the rest of the project there, right? For the tutorial. Then type C shell, then source TCAD and .chs, right? And then we'll use different commands, but just to make sure that it's working. There we go. So you don't have to start STD every time, but if you want to use the tools, you got to log in, change into your directory, make a start C shell, source it, and then start working. That's it.